Imagine a civilization so advanced, so perfectly engineered, that even today's architects cannot explain how they built what they built. They had running water when Europe was still living in mud huts. They mapped stars with pinpoint accuracy, thousands of years before telescopes existed. They built structures so perfectly aligned with the cosmos that modern scientists are still trying to understand why. And then, in what appears to be a single generation, they were gone. No war, no famine, no gradual decline, just silence. What you are about to hear is not a theory. This is what the evidence actually shows, and the people in charge of history have been remarkably quiet about it. The civilization we are talking about today is called Göbekli Tepe, and it rewrote everything historians thought they knew about human development. Discovered in southern Turkey in 1994, this site dates back approximately 12,000 years. That is not a typo. 12,000 years. To put that in perspective, ancient Egypt, the civilization we consider the pinnacle of the ancient world, didn't begin building pyramids until about 4,500 years ago. Göbekli Tepe is more than twice as old as the Egyptian pyramids. And yet, what they built here requires a level of social organization, engineering knowledge, and astronomical understanding that historians told us simply did not exist at that time. We were told that 12,000 years ago, humans were primitive hunter-gatherers, barely surviving, certainly not building. But Göbekli Tepe didn't get that memo. The stone pillars at Göbekli Tepe weigh between 10 and 20 tons each. Some reach 6 meters in height, and there are hundreds of them. The nearest quarry where this specific limestone was cut is located 500 meters away. Moving a single 20-ton stone block across uneven terrain with no wheels, no pulleys, and no draft animals, because none had been domesticated yet, would require at minimum 500 able-bodied adults working in perfect coordinated effort. Think about what that means. To coordinate 500 people, you need leadership structures. You need communication systems. You need a way to feed and house those 500 people during construction. You need management. You need planning. You need a society. A complex, organized, functioning society. But according to the history books, that society did not exist yet. So either the history books are wrong, or something else entirely was going on at Göbekli Tepe 12,000 years ago. But here is where it gets truly strange. And I need you to pay very close attention to what I am about to tell you. In 2017, a team of researchers from the University of Edinburgh published a peer-reviewed study in the Mediterranean Archaeology and Archaeometry journal. What they found was extraordinary. The animal carvings on the pillars at Göbekli Tepe are not decorative. They are not religious symbols. They are a star map. Each animal carved into the stone corresponds to a specific constellation as it appeared in the night sky at a very specific point in time. The researchers determined that the carvings depict the sky as it looked around 10,950 BC. And the central carving, a headless man, represents a comet impact. A catastrophic comet strike that researchers now believe triggered a global climate disaster known as the Younger Dryas event, a period of sudden catastrophic cooling that lasted 1,200 years and wiped out dozens of species, and possibly entire civilizations, across the globe. The builders of Göbekli Tepe witnessed the comet. They survived it, barely, and they built this monument specifically so that future generations would know it happened, and know that it could happen again. And that is only the first mystery. Because what archaeologists found when they looked at the astronomical alignments of this site stopped them cold. The builders of Göbekli Tepe didn't just build temples. They built an observatory, a star map, carved in stone 12,000 years ago, pointing to a specific date in history, a date that some researchers believe was meant as a warning about an event so catastrophic it ended their entire world. And the date they encoded in stone? It already happened. We just didn't know what it meant until now. But here is the part that no historian has been able to satisfactorily explain. After building one of the most remarkable structures in all of human history, after encoding their knowledge, their warning, their entire understanding of the cosmos into stone, the builders of Göbekli Tepe did something completely deliberate. They buried it. They filled in every chamber, every pillar, every carved surface with tons of limestone rubble and dirt. They buried their own masterpiece, intentionally, completely, and then they vanished. This was not erosion. This was not collapse. This was a conscious, organized, deliberate burial of the entire site. Archaeologists estimate that moving the amount of material needed to bury Göbekli Tepe required as much effort as building it. So the same people who built this wonder of the ancient world used that same extraordinary organizational capacity to hide it from the world. The question that haunts every researcher who has stood in those excavated chambers is always the same. Why? Why build something so magnificent and then choose to bury it? Some researchers believe they buried it to protect it, to preserve the star map for a future civilization that would have the knowledge to understand it, a civilization like ours. They didn't vanish because they failed. They vanished because their work here was done. Göbekli Tepe was rediscovered in 1994. Only about 5% of the site has been excavated. 95% of this ancient wonder still lies beneath the ground. What else is encoded in those buried stones? What other warnings did they leave? What other secrets from a civilization 12,000 years old are waiting beneath the earth? Archaeologists estimate it will take another 50 years to fully uncover the site. But what we have already found has permanently changed our understanding of who we are, where we came from, and what we are truly capable of as a species. The people who built Göbekli Tepe were not primitive. They were not savages. They were engineers, astronomers, storytellers, and survivors. And they built their greatest work not for themselves, but for us. This has been Obsidian Archives. If this story made you see history differently, subscribe. Because next week we are going underground to a discovery so impossible, so scientifically inexplicable, that the researchers who found it spent 3 years in silence before they told the world what they had uncovered. You do not want to miss it.